Hello, welcome again. Today we are going to see an important uh, part of our automation, which is update test cases. Guys, please listen carefully because this is little bit complicated. The other things, get test cases, create test cases, whatever we have seen, that is quite easy. But this one is little complicated. But go through the video, we'll understand clearly, uh, and you'll be able to update the test cases quite easily. Okay. So as you can see, I have opened the API documentation. So again, this will be a put request. We know you can see what is the REST API details here and the payload. Okay. So you can see the payload, whatever it is, JSON. Quite a lot of payload, right? Whatever we have seen till now, creating test cases, that was quite small, but this is having a much more, data. We'll see one by one. Don't worry about it. But let's read it first. What it will do? It will update an existing test case. Please take into account that for each non-specified field, the value will be cleared. If the project has test case custom field, all custom fields should be present in the request. Okay. To leave any of them blank, please see them null. Please set them null if they are not required custom fields. Okay. So we'll go whatever we used to go for other things, whatever we did. Okay, let's go one by one. Now we can see in the payload, lot of thing, right? ID, key, name, project. Okay, which is a required field. Let's go and see little bit down. Priority is also required. Status is also required. Okay, custom fields anyway. So if you see, like priority, we have high, normal, low, medium, but here something given ID and self. Strategy is similarly given ID and self. So what does it mean? We'll go this one. Don't worry about it. So let's straightly jump to our code and Jaffer scale. If you go our automation folder, we have a test case DBT119. We'll try to update this test case. Okay. So let's say name is given check XL pump to ensure that the XL pump can be enabled. Okay, just we'll put something called Udemy and see whether that will be updated or not in our code. Okay, let's jump to the code. I have one simple one. We'll update that one. Okay, so again from our documentation we can see ID is the mandatory field, right? ID is the mandatory field. Key, project. ID, key, name, and project. So where this ID come from, right? We don't know what is the ID of our test case, right? We know only the key. So what you need to do is, I'm opening in Git bash so that it will be easy for us to copy paste. I will go to the get test case. Okay, you go to the get test case folder and let me open the code. Here we have get test case.py. Okay, so you can see dbt11 I have already entered here. So for us, we are going to get the details about T11, which is correct. Let me run it. Okay, Python get test case.py. It has given me some data. Let's copy it. Okay, I did a copy. Open a notepad. File window. Let's get it in window. Okay, so you can see the data is there, right? So here we have something called ID. Now let me copy this one ID. Go to our VS Code. Let me put the ID. Okay, project key dev. For us, it is dev mandatory. Done. Check XL pump and the key is T119. Okay, so we are keeping all the data objective. So what we'll do is in precondition, we'll add Udemy to make sure that we are getting the test case is getting updated. Folder ID, yes, it is the same automation. Okay, so let's remove the status name. Okay, because there is some other way you are going to do it here, right? Let the folder ID be there. Okay, okay. Now let's again go back. What are the mandatory field here? Priority. If you see here, priority it is giving something like ID and cell, which I have already added here. ID and cell, whether this is the correct one. How do you know? Whatever we got from the get test cases, there's something on the priority also. Okay. What we are checking, sorry, I forgot. We are checking about priority. Yeah. So if you see here, let's see, created on priority, right? So let's copy paste this ID, whatever is given from the get test case field. Okay. Control C, go here. I think it is the same one. No, ID is different. Okay. Status. Again, we go back to our get test case result. Status, we'll copy the ID again here. Status, copy pasted, right? Then project. Let's see about the project. Okay, the project of the project is this one. Control C, go to our VS Code again. Okay, so we have pasted the required data, right? Now, what else it has said to us that if you have the custom field, right? Something is said about custom field. If the project has test case custom fields, all custom fields should be present in the request. To leave any of them blank, please set them null if they are not required custom fields. Okay. For us, we have build number, right? So I have kept build number, but for this one we don't have a test type, so I have given it none. Okay. So now our things looks like correct only. Now we need to send the put request, okay, and get the required result. So let's check our URL. So this will be 119, right? So what we are trying to do here, we are trying to update T119 and we are adding in precondition Udemy. Let's go to precondition and see T119 precondition. There is no Udemy, right? So that's what we are trying to do. I will I will save it and I will run Python update test case. Okay. A request successful response error. Okay, let's forget about this error as of now. Okay, because of some uh, something it is giving. Okay, because we can see successful, right? So we are giving the put result only, na? Put in JSON is equal to payload. Let's see whether it is updated or not. Let me refresh it. We are updating the precondition. Yes, you can see, right? Some spelling mistake we have done. That's why available I Udemy it has come. Let's correct it and rerun. Available. Control S. Rerun it. Okay. Yeah, you can see Udemy has come, right? Let's go to the okay, enabled one. It has been there. So let's correct this one as well. Enabled one. You can see this is enabled one. If I refresh it, it will become enabled. Okay. Yeah, that's correct. One more thing also here you can see what they have said is please take into account that for each non-specified value, the value will be cleared. So what does it mean? Let's say, let's say you forgot to add the precondition, okay, while doing the update. Let me remove it. Let me remove it. So what will happen is they're saying it will be cleared up. That means whatever precondition we have here, it will be cleared up. Okay, if you forgot to add in the request. Let me save it. Test.py. Okay, rerun it. So successful. Refresh it. Here you can see precondition is cleared, right? So now you understood what are the things required for updating a test case. So go to the API documentation and try doing, you know, uh, updating the required test cases for your project and see how it works. That's all for today. In next section, we'll see how to create test cycle and do the test execution. Thank you for joining. I will see you in the next section. Bye bye.